Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Blue Archive video. Alright, it's been a while. A lot of things have happened. Lots of things have happened. Let's just recap. The last video I made was about, I think 3 weeks ago. It was during Halloween. Alright, it was 1 week before Halloween. When I made that video, we talked about the roadmap, what are the upcoming characters you need to pull for, what are the upcoming characters you need to look out for. And then 1 week after, it was actually Halloween, which I think a lot of you guys maybe celebrate around the world, except for in Korea. There was a bit of incident happening right there, alright? It was the stampede incident, alright? So I'm sure you guys are aware of that. And in light of that incident, Nexon decided to halt any progress updates, anything, nothing was going on in the game for 1 whole week. And then afterwards, we have had numerous updates every consecutive weeks. Last week we have the Miu banner, the Rabbit Squad, which I think was pretty decent. And then this week we're gonna have the summer swimsuit rerun, right, going on right now. If you guys miss any of this, Summer Azusa is very good pick. If you're looking for a PvE gameplay, Summer Azusa. If you want PvP, Summer Swimsuit Mashiro is going to be there for you. As for Swimsuit Hifumi, I don't really recommend unless you really love her design. Plus she is available in the standard banner across, right? These two are limited. Now, let's talk about a couple of things. First things first, the one that I want to talk about is about the addition of teen version, raising the age 8 rating of existing app. Let's talk about this. If you guys are not aware, Blue Archive is gonna have 2 separate versions because in KR, they were making a bunch of noise. The age rating. So they need to raise the age rating to the existing app due to the fact that Blue Archive has been reclassified as an R-rated game by Korea's Game Rating and Administration Committee. So let's talk about a couple of things. How are we proceeding with this, right? So the current app name, Blue Archive, remains unchanged, but the age rating will be raised to R. Senseis who have not authenticated as adults must do so for each applicable store. So make sure you go to your Play Store, go to your iOS App Store or whatever, make sure you are an adult. Some of you guys, maybe you use your mom's phone. You use your mom's phone, that's fine. But if you're a kid, you have your own phone, that phone needs to authenticated as an adult. So keep that in mind, something that you have to pay attention to. And also, all your game data, total assault, tactical challenge ranks will be maintained in teen version. That's good. Now the store of names of the new app, we're gonna have apparently 2 separate ones. One is oh wait, this is just a rename of the app. Blue Archive 12, Google Play will be Blue Archive 15. Okay, so makes sense. The content remains the same regardless of difference in app names and differing age ratings. So now you can see what are they changing, right? These 3 things is causing them a big fuss. Number 1, Izumi swimsuit. Alright, so I can't really show it, the octopus scene, maybe it's too much for kids, I understand. Akko recollection lobby, which I think is fine. Akko is fine, right? This is her recollection lobby. Is it that bad? Okay, maybe it's too much for kids. Maybe some kids might be having dirty thoughts, but it's not that bad, It's just in relation to the story. Sensei asked her to act as a dog and bark, I think. So it's just for fun. But regardless, let's portions of current relationship story dialogue will be revised. So that's also one other thing. And if you are in certain countries or regions, may be required to authenticate as adults, okay? Depending on your country. If your country is more strict with this, has strict laws regarding this, so you have to make sure to do so. Senseis who are currently playing as guests, if you are playing as guests, if you happen to come back to Blue Archive, you re-rolled recently, make sure to link it or else you will lose that completely. Alright, the teen version cannot log into existing app. Guest accounts, they are not linked in, will therefore be lost. There's that for this particular one. I think I pretty much cover everything. Now, let's move on to the new roadmap that I want to talk about in this video. Alright, so also, who should you look out for in terms of pulling for characters? If you guys are not aware, they have the new pre-registration event for an unconcealed heart. This one is going to be... Alright, let's see if I can show it to you guys. This one right here, alright, so the upcoming event coming in 29th of November. So this is pretty cool. Some of these characters, like, if you're interested in any of these, you can pull for them for sure, right? So this will feature Izumi. I don't think Izumi will be having her own banner, but Iroha will be there alongside with... We'll have a look shortly. But first, pre-register. Feel free to do this. I think if you don't do this, you'll still get the 1.2k pyroxenes in your particular mailbox. So make sure you guys are aware of that. Yeah, but I would highly recommend still pre-register regardless, so that you can ensure that it gets Also, look at the event. That's the event that we're gonna have. You're also gonna get 600 for the pre-registration open celebration event. And let's have a look at the roadmap. So you're gonna have these characters featured. You can pull for them individually: Iroha, Kaede, Tsukuyo. Now these three will be featured in this particular event for sure. Out of these three, a lot of players have asked me who's the best one to pull. I would say Iroha. Now again, I've already done a much more detailed video about the roadmap characters, so I'm not going to go through each of them. I will link that video in the description below, pin it in the comment as well, so you guys can have a look at the video and get a better idea as well. But you can see Iroha is going to be a mystic type, right? She's going to be one of the better PvP units. She can summon a tank, as you can see, granting 38.5% of her attack. She also activates the main gun, dealing 377 of attack as damage to one enemy. She's not the first character to have this tank ability. I think Swimsuit Hifumi has it as well, but hers is 6 cost, which is kind of cool, right? And she has this shell that can disperse to nearby enemies. That's pretty cool. Her normal attack fires 4 shots that deals 83.3% of attack as damage to 4 enemies in the round shape area. That's on the normal skill. Passive increase her own attack by 26.6%, and sub skill increase everyone's allies attack by 17.3%. Now if you are new, should you pull for her? Probably not, but this is for someone that's been playing in a long time. She is Gehenna, so keep that in mind. If you are new, probably you have better Gehenna units to build, but Iroha is going to be one of the better one out of this bunch right here, right? So out of this particular bunch, and then we have also looked at Misaki Hiyori, and we've also looked at Atsuko as well. So 1st of December is going to be divided into 3 of them. But let's talk about the January. Alright, the 2nd January, the part 2, they have finally revealed that we're going to get the swimsuit event, alright, or swimsuit characters per se. So right now you can see we have swimsuit Nonomi, we have swimsuit Wakamo, we have swimsuit Ayane, which I believe will be free in the event. Should you pull for swimsuit Nonomi or swimsuit Wakamo? Now let's have a look. Oh, they are also adding a couple of new things here. You can see tactical challenge skip feature will be added, which is wow, that is such a good quality of life update. New feature for friend system. Alright, this is something that's cool, that I can't believe the game still doesn't have a friend system. It has a club system, but there's no friend system, which is kind of weird, right? Favorite system added, okay, and world raid will be added. So can't wait for that. Once that comes out, I'll definitely make a guide for it. But for now, let's talk about swimsuit Nonomi and swimsuit Wakamo. Swimsuit Wakamo and swimsuit Nonomi, they are both very specialized towards single target. Alright, so they are both strikers in the front, and swimsuit Wakamo is a yellow type. Alright, so on both offense and defense. Now looking at ability, you can see what she does is the EX skill, she deals massive damage to one enemy, 1000% modifier right there. Inflict stun for 1.1 second for each subsequent attack, and inflict stun for 4.1 second for the last attack. So massive damage to one enemy, lots of CC, lots of stun. So this can be sort of good for HOD, I guess, if you want to. But you know, it's not like insanely amazing. There's better characters for that per se, right? HOD is yellow after all, and she does stun after all, CC, so in a way can sort of help. Plus her normal attack, you know, level 10 increase attack and damage taken 60 seconds up to 3 times. You can see buff a lot of attack up to 99%, but also damage taken, which you have to be careful, 28.9%. Next up is her passive skill, which boosts her attack by 26.6%, and the last sub skill, which I'm not a big fan of, but this is what makes her a good boss killer. She's gonna do even more massive damage, 98%, but granted that the enemy has to have less than 30% HP. So if you are using her in your raid teams, you have to put her like last, or in the 2nd or 3rd team. You shouldn't put her in your 1st team, because yeah, you want to benefit from this to be able to deal additional damage when enemies have 30% HP and less. So let's talk about Nonomi then. Swimsuit Nonomi, what is she capable of? She's very similar, except for she's not a yellow type, she's a red type, explosion type. Special on the defense, right? But yeah, in terms of the skill, she also deals massive damage, 1000% damage of attack, you know, to one enemy. Ignore 4 normal attack delays until 100 bullets is consumed and reloads instantly after activation. Keep in mind she's a 6 cost, whereas swimsuit Wakamo is a 5 cost. So both are kind of very high cost, I don't know, high cost, big return sort of like results in terms of damage multipliers. In the normal skill, increase attack speed by 21.6%, to allies in a round shape area every 40 seconds. I thought this is pretty cool. She has a sort of a passive buff that buff everyone. A passive increase her own attack speed. Sub skill, a normal attack deals 20.9% of attack as additional damage when using EX skill. Now, should you pull for either swimsuit Wakamo or swimsuit Nonomi? Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure both swimsuit Wakamo and swimsuit Nonomi are both not limited, so that's up to you guys. If you guys want to pull for her, my advice is I want you guys to save for Summer Hoshino. So she's going to be a very solid unit. She's going to come, if I'm not mistaken, right next after these two, right? So it's not listed right here in the roadmap. So she's gonna appear somewhere around in the February timestamp. So make sure you guys have enough by then to be able to obtain her. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, in JP server, the Summer Hoshino banner actually has 6%, double the rates to basically get 3 stars. So that's also something that you want to keep in mind. Now, what makes Swimsuit Hoshino so strong is her ability to do a lot of things, right? She increased allies attack, and also rate explosion damage by 99% in the round shape area. So this is a 5 cost. It does a lot, alright? Increase attack and also can buff and also rate damage is just insane, alright? Normal skill deals 454% to one enemy, and every 40 seconds she recovers herself. She heals herself, kind of insane. A passive skill increase her attack and defense 16.2%. Sub skill increase cost regen by 684. While her EX skill is active. That is like massive, very very good, because cost regen is number 1, very rare. It's not many characters or not many students have this. Number 2, this is like while her EX skill is active, which is going to be most of the time because her EX skill is going to be active for 50 seconds it seems. So this is going to be insanely crazy. Highly recommend you guys to save for her. She's going to be so broken in a lot of raids. So if you want to have an easier time with raids, get her for sure. Highly vouch for her. Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. You know, roadmap, everything. Have you guys prepared? Are you guys gonna pull for Iroha? I might consider going in because I think I'm still gonna have time to save. You gotta always make sure you have 24,000 pyroxenes because that's like the PT, right? So just save in case you have to go through to the PT whatsoever. Alright, so with that being said, I am out. Take care. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.